Here we go. कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, लहरों से डरकर नौका कभी पार नहीं होती। आप सब ने तो ये कितनी बार सुना होगा, बट आज जो हमारे साथ हैं उनके ऊपर ये बिल्कुल फिट होता है, हिट है और फिट है। यस माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, it is our pleasure and honor to have with us Mrs. Savitri Narayan, who has been ex-principal of John Martin School at Dehradun. तो अगर आपने जॉन मार्टिन स्कूल, जो बहुत ही छोटा सा प्यारा सा स्कूल है देहरादून में, नहीं विजिट करा है तो आज ही करिए, बिकॉज शी वॉज हेडिंग दैट स्कूल लॉन्ग टाइम बैक, मगर अभी भी वो बहुत कुछ कर रही हैं। एंड बिसाइड्स दैट, she has been a head of various schools at Indonesia, Mumbai, as well as Dehradun. So please put your hands together and welcome on the virtual platform Mrs. Savitri Narayan. Most welcome. Ma'am, I hope I'm audible and visible. Okay.
Thank you, Richa.
Okay, most welcome. Now, if I look at the profile, now she has not even headed different schools, but has been writing for a lot of magazines as well as newspapers. So my first question to you is, Savitri ma'am, like as you have been in lot of places, Indonesia, Mumbai and Dehradun, so which one is very close to your heart?
All the three. All the three are very close to my heart.
So
No comparison.
if you need
Little
to
different.
select one out of them, which one would you choose?
I would choose the Himalayas.
Dehradun.
Himalayas.
Dehradun.
Well, I would say Himalayas. There are no because of Himalayas. Yeah, there are. I never knew. I never seen Himalayas in my life until I went to Dehradun.
Wow, wow.
So
So
that's it.
it's so nice to hear that. See, everybody falls in love with mountains, isn't it? And so is our Savitri ma'am. So I'm sure, like being there, are you still missing Dehradun and Himalayas?
When people come from Dehradun, they come to Goa to visit me. They ask me, ma'am, what shall I get for you? I said, bring the Himalayas.
Okay, wonderful. So I would like to know, has there been any point of time in your life where it was difficult for you to take up a decision? Any particular situation or point in your life where it was very difficult for you to take up certain decision?
Well, well, yes. Yes, it is. I see. Yeah, yeah, it happened twice actually.
It has happened. So when was it? What was it relating to?
Yeah. Well, one thing was relating to an accident.
Okay.
I'm a victim of a road accident.
Oh, okay.
So that was one of the points at which life turned for me. In the sense,
Mhm.
yeah, it happened in Indonesia. I was heading a school in Indonesia.
Okay.
So at that time, when I used to speak Bahasa Indonesia,
Mm-hmm.
and all the staff, we had one expat teacher like me, foreigner like me, and
Hmm.
one local staff, Indonesian staff. So Indonesia is full of, as you know, it's an island full of 13,000 islands. So
Yes.
everybody knows swimming. So swimming is very close to everybody. I mean, the swimming. So is it for me. So I said, oh, there's a new complex has started with a new swimming pool. Let's go swimming. And we went swimming. And on the way back, on the highway, I told the driver, drop me here.
Hmm. Oh my God. It was not easy, I'm sure, for you, you know. I think there is some
Just,
technique.
just go home. And then I got out of the train.
Okay, okay. So let us know some of the key responsibilities when you were heading the school. Like, what are the three major responsibilities as a principal?
In Indonesian school, which school are you asking about?
John Martin.
John Martin Memorial School. Well, heading the school, it was a totally new experience for me in the sense the key responsibilities are one thing is you have to connect it with the community.
Okay.
That the students are from the local village community,
Mm-hmm.
and many of them are first generation learners. But so you have to connect it with the community. Like early child education is like that. Between the home and the school, the child's
Yes.
development happens. So
Yes.
as I used to be connected with the I mean that kind of the daily laborers kind of community, that village community, as well as the the school was a charitable trust run by charitable trust. And the
Yes.
charitable trust, of course, the Do Schools Old Boys Society. So there was a lot of fun. They were doing a lot of fundraising for the school. So in some way, I used to be connected with all those old boys of the school who would come to visit the school, remembering John Martin, who was the ex-headmaster, etc. So and then of course that was a feeder school, as in it's a primary school. So after the primary school, they have to go to all the neighboring schools.
Yes.
So, so I was connected with all the neighboring heads of schools, of all the neighboring schools. So it was, and of course, my friend, the local community. So
I
it's
remember,
a
like,
very wide range of contact.
yes, I remember, like, when I was there, there were some street plays also. So, with the help of lot of people around the school in the vicinity, you had taken up the
Yeah.
initiative of having lot of street plays. It was, I think, Mahatma Gandhi, some Gandhi Jayanti celebration was going on. Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always connect education with the book knowledge. That was the whole idea.
Yes, and
So,
all of
yeah.
you will be happy to know that she's the one who gave me a tag by saying Richa, wow. She used to say that wheresoever you go, you create a wow. And that was like, I said, okay, let me do something about it. If you have that belief in me, then I must follow it and I must be the lead, isn't it? To prove that Richa creates a wow. Well, my next question is, what do you feel is the government doing as far as the girl education is concerned?
You know what? In the paper, everything is perfect.
Hmm.
Uh, but in reality,
Hmm. It's
how
something.
it is. There's a big gap between the reality and the paper. So,
Absolutely.
in a way, the responsibility of take individual responsibility for a child, the local school and the local community, to
Yes.
make sure that the girls, not only the girls, boys, even I see boys also. Like in here in Goa, I see young boys cleaning the cars of the residents, the child labor. Like we think it's not happening, but it's happening in India.
Okay.
So it's a collective responsibility to make sure they go to school.
Okay. Okay. So, what has been your biggest achievement till date?
Array, there's an achievement. You know what? When I think of it, there are two things that come to my mind. One thing is I'm early child education professional. That means I lay the foundation. 0 to 8 years is the time when all the 80% of the neuron connections are done in the brain. Development happens already.
Yes.
And the rest of it only 20% the rest of the life. So I lay the foundation. So from that point of view, it is very crucial to interact with the children, listen to the children, and then listen, not even tell, but empower the children. So
Yes.
from that point of view, I feel very pleased that many of the ex-students of John Martin Memorial School are in different places now.
Yes.
So that makes me feel. And some of them, some of the students who are doing my graduation or professional courses call me up once in a while and say, "Ma'am, I still remember you." I said, "Arey, what do you remember about me? Because you were only small better to me to betcha 3-year-old, 4-year-old child when you were left John Martin. You were only 8 or 9. What do you remember?" I said, "No, ma'am. What you used to say? Stand straight
Yes.
and
See,
get the eye contact when you talk."
every
So we still
word.
remember when
Yes,
I,
children never forget every word that is spoken by the authorities. Maybe you are taking care as a principal or as a teacher, and especially for a person like you who's very empathetic and kind hearted. I remember that you were awarded for giving wings to the kids, and you were being popularly known as the mother of children. So everybody used to be in love with you, isn't it?
well, that clearly goes there. But every child is my child. That is the truth. When you deal
Yes,
with a child, जैसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना बच्चे भगवान है,
yes, absolutely.
and you say work is worship. So basically, you're focused on the child.
Hmm.
That is the child-centered education. Let the child develop and empower the children. That's what I keep telling these days. Empower the children.
There
That's
were two
only
things when
only
you
future.
say, जब आप कहते हैं बच्चे भगवान हैं, because you were a blessed
हाँ
person to be there at such a school where they were coming from underprivileged families. तो वहां पे जो sincerity
हाँ
होता है, they are absolutely, clean hearted, sincere, and full dedication is there, whether it is like taking the learnings from the teachers, or it is giving respect to the elders. And at the same time, if you go to different schools, pertaining to the reputed schools, there things will be little different, isn't it?
Well, could be, but wherever I am, I created this culture, the teacher-student relation, the connection, and the respect for the
Yes.
teacher community. No, no, oh, yeah. I must say this. Okay, may I tell you something else? Where I started from? I
Yes.
started my teaching career from Godrej School in Mumbai. In
Wow.
Mumbai, there's a school with the Godrej company in between Victoria and Ghatkopar. The whole that's where the the Godrej company is located, and their
Okay.
employees came from all over India, and there was they stayed there living quarters. So they ran a school for the the children of the employees basically. So the children came from naturally they came from all kinds of backgrounds. So the top managers as well as the bottommost worker, everybody's in the children. They're a very good, very collective community. But in that school, till today, for about 40 years, I've been in education, and that's where I started. And till today, I have not a school as good as that when it comes to early child education, the developmental stages, the nursery, KG class 1 and 2. That's where the government is bringing in the new education policy now as a crucial
Wonderful.
years of development.
Yes.
and uh, and in Dehradun, okay, in the same kind. So wherever I went heading the schools, I made that school similar to this. This was this is my target, my my ideal school. So wherever I went, I made school, try to make the school. The Martin School, Memorial School also. The activity-based curriculum was very much enforced. The
Yes.
activity, the child would learn through play, sensory development,
Absolutely. That
and yeah.
extracurricular activities, helps a lot in shaping the personalities of children, in molding them to be better person, better human beings. And as you said, that children learn a lot by observation, and especially when you engage them in the activities, isn't it? Wonderful.
Yeah,
So, as you told me that you had written many articles and stories in different
that's
newspapers and
true.
magazines, so
That
what was the main objective and what was the main theme that was there?
you know what? Now, wherever I live, I would write for. I used to be in Mumbai for those days. I used to be in Mumbai for about 20 years. So naturally, I would write for Times of India and Youth Weekly and Femina
Okay.
because and Times of India middle column. That's what I used to write for.
Like,
I'm one of the
were you writing
producer and readers.
were you writing based on the life of children, or it was related to education? What was the main
Uh,
subject?
Well, those days I was those days. Well, it's I can't really generalize that. But once I get to Gadwal and started write for Gadwal Post and Indonesian Daily News also. Basically connected. Ah, the life through a child's point of view. You know the current
Wow.
events happening, but from
Wow.
a child's point of view, how it happened. Like somebody cutting a tree, environmental disaster. That part of the so that how the child feels about it, and through the dialogue with the child, how they find solution, look for solution, that kind of thing. Yeah. So
Oh, wonderful.
I put forward the
Wonderful.
child's point of
Wonderful. Now, before we say bye-bye, I have my favorite question, which I ask from everybody. That is, what is success for you? How do you define success?
view. Success is to find happiness within oneself.
Hmm.
Don't depend upon someone else to make me happy. No,
Yes.
I will find my own things to do. I'll find my own happiness. The happiness is right here within me.
Wow.
That's
You are absolutely right because, no matter whatever we are doing in life, every time we are running, like have in involving ourselves in the rat race, I don't know what is it that we are running for. We hardly have time to spend with our closed ones. And by the time we retire and we reach age of 60 or 70, then we look for, my God, when will the kids come? When will we spend time with our closed ones? And when they need you, you are not there.
no,
Isn't it?
that's exactly what's happening now because of screen time.
Yes.
I got a counselor, my friend's daughter is a counselor, Meera. She says about 3-year-old, 4-year-old children come for counseling. I said, Arey, what's happening? 3, 4-year-old children coming for counseling. Because
Yes.
there's no interaction, skill of interaction.
Hmm.
Ask a question, they don't know how to answer because they're stuck with the TV or
So
the
many
cell phone.
distractions, gadgets, mobile and laptop and other things. You are absolutely right when you say that success is actually happiness. So when you are contented, you will be able to give your best and obviously you will be successful. So what is it that we are running for? Please do reflect and stay connected. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for sparing your valuable time. It was a pleasure having you on the virtual platform. Thank you and keep smiling, keep inspiring.
Yeah. Thank you, Richa. Keep going. Keep doing the
Thank
good
you.
work. I'm
Need your
retired now,
blessings.
so I can afford to
Need your blessings always.
keep
Thank
keep
you.
your good work.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you.